Hi guys, this is the third part of reviewing the Aztec software interdisciplinary study material. I'm going over my notes. So we're at the section of literature and we were going over nonfiction text structures. So there's five different kinds of nonfiction text structure and we're on the fourth one. So the first three types were problem and solution. Two was description. Three was time order or sequence. Four is compare and contrast. So we were on the fourth step. So this is when a text explains how two topics, ideas, objects are same and how they're different. The author may give first all the details about one topic and then give the details about a second topic, or he might alternate back and forth between two topics or ideas. The author, he or she. So the words used in such kind of text structure would be alike, similar to, compared with, different from, both, neither, conversely, just like, likewise, in the same way, in common, in contrast, on one hand, on the other hand. And the fifth type of a text structure for nonfiction would be cause and effect, when writer describes event that has caused something else to happen or had an effect on it. It could be positive or negative effect. There might be more than one cause and more than one effect. Keywords to help you identify cause and effect text structure would be as a result, due to, because, caused by, so, consequently, for this reason, in order to, since, therefore, this led to, thus, on account of, owing to. So those are the five text structures. Use questions such as who, what, when, where, and why when you are reading. So the next section is concerning historical documents. Historical documents are basically any papers or documents that are written at a time of an event, or written by people who experienced an event. They're also called primary documents, and the reader has to analyze what they mean. Kinds of historical documents include legal papers, the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, etc. Essays, short pieces written by people at a time or by witnesses. Personal letters written to or from the people involved. Newspaper articles, how event was reported at a time. Contracts, marriage, divorce, work contracts, etc. Bank statements showing how much money was used during an event. Speeches, what people said in public, or even notes on scraps of paper, anything written down, can be a historical document. Also, in the current world, YouTube videos, tweets, and Facebook pages can be used. A title to a house can also be considered historical documents. On a side note, things that are considered historical artifacts could be things as a key or objects, anything like that. So when you study condition of a document, you see if it's handwritten, what language it's in, what condition it is in, and you study visual clues, the 5 W's, which are the what, who, when, where, why. So one is what? Is it a personal or a professional letter? How well do the two people know each other? Is it serious, casual? With historical documents, it is important to look at context, which is the circumstances and events that help us fully understand the document. Is context. We could look at more letters, history books, newspapers that document people's lives, diaries, etc., family and friends. Um, uh, okay, so that's that. The next section is references and resources. So you use indexes to find information in a book. You use table of contents as well. Dictionaries to find definitions of unfamiliar words. You can use internet to find reliable information on a subject. And when you research, which is to search or investigate thoroughly, you ask questions about something and you work to find an answer to that question. A reliable source is a reference that teaches us facts or shares opinions based on strong research. Look for lists or references and resources or published material by libraries or schools. Sources as well can be textbooks, dictionaries, thesauruses, nonfiction books such as biographies or history books, etc., articles from reputable newspapers and magazines such as the Washington Post and Time, etc., journal articles from like Journal of American Medical Association, etc. Dictionaries and thesauruses are books that teach us about meaning of words. They're used to look up definitions of words, spellings of words, origin of words, the words part of speech to look up pronunciation, as well as the word in a sample sentence, which helps us understanding of the word more clearly. All words have origins or roots. Looking at these roots can help us understand the meaning of the word. Dictionaries use pronunciation symbols to tell us how words should be pronounced. A synonym is a word or a phrase that means exactly or nearly the same as another word or phrase. Okay, online resources, news articles, and websites that teach us about the world can be found online. Dictionaries, thesauruses, peer-reviewed journal articles, encyclopedias, informational websites dedicated to different topics or even entire books can be found online. Websites created by schools and universities, national news and broadcasting sites like NPR or PBS, etc. Websites that list good references and resources, library websites, and research guides can all be found online resources. As well, textbooks can be used as resources, books that teach us about school subjects. Inside textbooks, you can find table of contents, in the beginning, or you can find reference books, So the table of contents tells you what is inside of a book, show chapter titles, page numbers. Index comes at the end of a book. It lists important words and the page numbers where the word can be found. An index lists important words, concepts, people, events. Okay, so nonfiction books are books that teach us about the world, okay, and those can also be used as references, and also encyclopedias can be used as references. Encyclopedia writers research and write reliable articles. You can find many different topics in encyclopedias. They are usually short and usually easy to understand and clear, and they give you ideas about what to research next. 1. Look up your topic in an encyclopedia or on a news website. 2. Look to see if the encyclopedia or news site lists any references you can use. 3. Look at those references and journal articles. 4. Look at books about your topic. And 5. Make sure to cite your sources on your works cited and bibliography page. You cite a source, you provide complete information about the reference or source at the end of your paper. Each entry on your list is called a citation. And reason for citing sources is to inform readers where you found your information to give writers proper credit. So you can include a quote from your reference, or you can rewrite quotes in your own words. And these are in-text citations.